You see it? Okay, dude. Wait, hold on. I want to customize myself. What fits have I got? This'll do. It's just your order pizza. Dude, honestly, kind of slay. But we'll just go a regular ass crown. Kinda more fab. Okay. Chat, I've kind of forgot how this works. Peasant Ravs. Monarch Peasant Ravs of the Goon Dynasty. King Peasant Ravs. Did I? Fuck, dude. Like, I'm not the smartest. Peasant. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. Play it on Twitch. Choose free regions. Okay, dude. Right. Something for the Viking fans. Something for the Gothic vampire fans. And which would be the other one you'd like, chat? Would you like the patricians of the coast, or would you like the grandees of the south, or the barons of the march? Coastal? I'm winning coastal. Something for the piss fans? The grandees are insufferable though. Hello, Aurelia. I think the patricians. The Californians. One for the Californians. I did not. Actually, maybe we should have the piss boys. The one you get to choose who you join anyway. Anyway. We gotta have the Goths, dude. We gotta have the Goths. We gotta have the wealthy seafaring merchants. I wish you could just let chat pick. Whatever. I don't like the chiefs. I don't fuck with the chiefs. I don't like the barons. The chiefs are always a bit fucking stunlocked on setup. Let's do these three. Okay. Okay, chat. Exclamation mark join in Twitch chat, and you can join as a noble. Do 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 do. Can we start killing the others? I'll give it a little bit more time. I'll give it a little bit of time, just for the latecomers, the people tabbing out. Not Bigoda. What an anniversary rota partner. Thank you, not Bigoda. You're in Piss Gang. Which is very even. 16, 15, 15. Gamers, for those of you motherfuckers who are alt-tabbed, you can ! join to join that game. And you can be in my noble court. Do 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 do. Okay. Where's it getting the pronouns from? When you type !join, you can hit space and type she, he, or they, and it will give you your pronouns. If you do it randomly, I think it's random maybe, or it defaults to they, them. You're busy. You're very busy catching. What Pokemon are you playing, F? Do 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 do. It defaults to, yeah, that makes sense. If you don't choose it, just gives you they, them, I think. Trying to complete Legends Arceus decks. Oh my god, I hope it's going well. Okay, we have 20 across the boards, okay? I think that this is a good number. I'm going to begin, chat. Pay attention to your screen. Because I don't know if it's here, where I am, or maybe it's on the other side. Maybe I need to move my camera. I don't remember where you put the camera for this one. Where's the camera go for this one? Does anyone remember? Is it up? Is it down? Is it left? Is it right? Other side. Wait. On the right? Right side? Okay, we want to be on the right. At the bottom or the top? Smack dab in the middle. Here? I should be in the middle? Anyway, somewhere on here, chat, on your screen, will be a thing. Anyway, I'm fucking going, dude. We're doing it. 20, 21, 21. Okay, can we get one more motherfucker? One more motherfucker right now. Come on. I'm starting when we hit 21 nobles. There we go. We're going. Hello, Melon. Novad as well. Let's go. Okay, chat. I kind of forget how this fucking works, but we'll figure it out as we go. And I'll figure out a good camera position as we go as well. Alright, I have 5,000 monies, 5 stability, 5 authority. This is what your kingdoms have. You should be able to find out what kingdom you're in. You can join the game still. You've not missed out. Good under the scoreboard. Thank you, Melon. We'll probably be fine here. People can see. Okay. Path to victory. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and improving. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put up their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no! To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. The Night Legend. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As the mother of the nation, because I am Mama Ravs. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course the scorching south. Let's meet the counts. Hello, my lovely goths. How are you? Oh my god, Count Navor. Hello, Count Navor. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Nice to meet you, Navor. Okay, let's go meet the patricians. Noble patrician Chippy Potato 73. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Okay, let's meet the Piss Boys. Piss Boys! Grandy Novad. Oh, Novad. May the ninth god bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Head Piss Boy. And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. The nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the order? Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, what have I got to do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens in your coronation. Of course. Should we call the nobles in? Okay, chat. In just a sec, you guys are going to get to vote for what happens here. What you do will affect my kingdom and your own stats a little bit, maybe. Probably not your own stats. In fact, no, I think some of you guys can earn personal wealth from that stuff. So, like, for example, if you all vote to host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, I would lose 1,000 money, but I would get my stability stat up. You guys would get wealth, personal wealth, if you guys vote for this. Invite foreign dignitaries and show off your wealth. Throw the king in the river would give me stability up, but authority down. And outdated traditions, the needs for such coronation is just authority down. I'm not going to use my veto here. I'm going to let the people decide. I'm a man of the people. I am your mum. What my people will, I shall give them. Oh, there you go. Exclamation mark, vote. And then space A, B, C, or D for what you want. Wow, you guys are all interested in the pursuit of your own personal wealth, is it? Okay. River's the best option. I know, tryhards, eh? Well, it looks like 44 votes. People want me to flash my cash. You guys are taking some money off my ass. It's the trade, I swear. Oh yeah, chat, don't reveal it, but I think your factions as well have their own secret missions, so, or something like that. Invite foreign dignitaries and show off your wealth. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celeste, AF, and it's only appropriate to show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. What? I lost that much money? I thought it was only 1,000. Well, Trade is now opulent. Trade is now dynamic. Trade is now wealthy. Patricians, counts, and grandees got some monies out of that. Only the Grand Pensionary of Curf is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. You got some coins. I don't have any clickies now. Oh, do I end season now? Is that correct? I don't have any clickies. End season. Okay. Titus of the Boohoo 222 family, notorious former pirate, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Peasant Ravs. Something must be done. Thank you, Rotor. So, patricians, you get to vote on which you want your goal to be. They already have really high trade. They already have really high trade. Okay, voting time is up. Looks like you guys are going to raise your own trade. Okay. What scheme should the patricians pursue to overthrow the new king? Monopoly. Patricians plan to privatize the entire damn kingdom. Tory fuckers. I am Semphis, yes. I'm a peasant. I'm a peasant today. Bankrupt the peasant king, I'd say. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Ah. Kellerman of the Ragandar dynasty, sinister eastern chess master, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can now bring back those days of glory, but not while false King Peasant Ravs wears the crown. Goths, what do you want? What do you want to do? You have to vote, counts. Oh shit. Well, I guess I just hit next. I don't know what happens in this case. Voting has closed. Is it just random? Possession. Lower their own defiance. Okay, so everyone is defiance 1 right now. Hello, Han. How are you doing, pal? Hope that you're doing well. Hope you're feeling a bit better. The Counts plan to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Alright, Piss Boys, you're up. Mauro of the Whispered Word lineage, well-known southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. I'm doing grand, thank you. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the south, this is a piss stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Piss Boys, you're up to vote. Night Carl is the sole piss boy. I'd be real scared to be piss boys or goths right now because the patricians are like unified in their goals. Oh, raise own farming fervor. Well. Fervor, raise own farming. The grandee claimant Mauro has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next king, he has promised a first miracle: food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandies must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons, which they have. Everyone is currently meeting their goals. Okay. Long lost nephew, bastard offshoot, treacherous half brother. Okay. Chat, just remember, if you're a patrician, if you're a piss boy, if you're a goth, if you're seeing it in the chat, look how they're talking to each other, you know? Okay, patricians, time to fuck everyone else up. They're not your friends. Mama Ravs is your friend. Always. Okay? Now, by royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council votes. We can't pass more than 3 of these laws at once, and only 1 being used per vote. Nobles must vote for their least favourite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. That could fuck you guys up. Monarch's golden choice. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain plus 500 personal wealth. Well, well, well. Royal gamble. Plus 600 treasury if the noble vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 treasury. That sounds like such a gamble. So I'm going to go with the monarch's golden choice, because I know some of you are probably quite greedy and will want your 500 bucks. Okay, so we have an invitation from the Goths. We shall go and see them first. Without a word, Conti Arthur hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Arthur, what are you giving me? What's with this fucking cum-sealed envelope? Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later this year. What is this all about? I'm afraid I'll be busy on this date. I suppose I shall attend this event whenever it is. I'm going to ask all about it. Slay Cunty Arthur. Okay. Cunty Arthur. I suppose I shall attend the event, whatever it is. I will see you at the next vigil, your majesty. Thank you, Cunty Arthur. Alright, the honor guard. Now that you are king, you need personal protection. I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Please don't hurt me! You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The counts with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose. The patricians with champion gladiators from the arena. And the grandies offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhoods of Steel. Chat. I think I know who I'll be choosing. I think the piss nuns are getting it this time. Loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course, you could hire 4 mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the southern battle nuns. Terrifying warriors, and they're sworn to a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. I love that for them. Tell me about the gladiators. Gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities for their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? A band of fearsome fighters in the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialise in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. I've made my decision. I wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. Chat. It's going to be the nuns. It's gonna be the nuns. This one's for the piss boys. How could I not choose battle nuns? Come on, man. Battle nuns arrived in the past a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. Oh, is that the end of the season? I think that's the end of the season. Okay, chat. Big. Oh no, a new friend. Sorry, nearly missed you there, patricians. Noble patrician, don't not forget, is here to see you. Your Majesty, they want to sell me a crab? Patricians? What's the one thing that I hate? What's the one thing I fucking hate? Chat. I'm not buying your fucking crabs. A what? It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. Creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Send them in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I know the price of this is steep, but I assure you these crabs will only go up in value. I'm going to make the sale of jeweled crabs illegal. Such a dramatic measure will require a vote. You summon your council at once. Shit. I don't want farming down Defiance upwards to... Okay. Actually... Go on, chat. Go on. Vote. Vote, I say. I will not participate in this farce. I abstain. Wow, nobody wants to ban the crabs? Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa. Guys, I'm afraid all the people who voted A fell out of a third-story hotel building. Guys, I'm afraid everyone who voted A got stabbed 95 times in the back of the head. The council refuses to pass your law over the next few weeks. The sales of crabs along the coast becomes more and more frenzied and the prices grow to jaw-dropping heights. Well, that's the end of the season. Oh, nobles can use their personal wealth to bid on buildings. Only the 2 highest funded will be built. Use the command !fund XY, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're spending. So Y would be like 300, like of your own wealth. You can see your wealth over there. You can see it on the thingy. And X would be the letter here, A to F. So it would be like, if you wanted to say, put a bunch of money into the library, you would do, you know, ! Fund space B space 1000 or whatever. Grandies, you know I would love it if you built a nice little aqueduct. Grandies, my little piss boys, I picture battle nuns. You know I'd love a little aqueduct, don't you? You know I would enjoy that. So, you know, have at it. If you guys want to build anything, I'm starting the auction in 3, 2, 1, go. You also don't have to fund. You don't have to. Only the top 2 things will be built. Um. Do. We're gonna E and C are gonna get built right now. 7, 7, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good, very good. You know I love you, piss boys. You know I love you, piss boys. We got the farming up. I love that. I love that. Very good job, everybody. And the patricians got their trade up, which is something that they want, by the way. They want that a lot. Okay. So, oh, what's this one up here? Let's go to the golf party first. The Crimson Vigil. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Dude, I love the Count's theme because they get a fucking harpsichord. I love a harpsichord. That shit bangs so hard. Hello, Rosa. How are you? My goals align with green boys. My goals align with the piss boys who want prosperous farming. I remember. I'm doing grand, pal. I'm doing very good. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests at the Crimson Veil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? Look, you know I love you, my cunty goths, but I'm skint, okay? I'm showing up in a ghost outfit. I'm just wearing a bed sheet. Cunty Arthur sweeps in dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome, a very spooky costume, your highness, I like it. Please remember to stay in the upper levels, the dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom you can find the counts gathered all dressed up as frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkin heads and witches. A waiter glides past holding a tray of canapes. A pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner? Are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer? Tell me more about these. Sure, you're familiar with our customs, your majesty. If you're unsure, you should stick to being a mourner. I will just play a mourner. Your ceremonial role is to stand among other mourners and wait for the hounds to catch the king in exile. After that, just follow what the other mourners do. Good luck. The counts gather after Cunty Arthur delivers a short speech. Just remember the old ways. A flaming crown is placed upon their head. I will be playing the king in exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not, I am swift as a falling star and as old as the hills. Stand among the mourners. Arthur runs down the corridor, flames licking behind them, pursued by a dozen counts in monstrous costumes. It's a bizarre sight. This is kind of weird, guys. You got people dressed up as wolves and shit chasing after some dude. You're our guest. But I'm also a gamer and my social battery's running out. They're pretending to kill the king. Yeah, dude, they're pretending to kill the king. They're listening to Animals by Maroon 5. You came all this way just to leave. I have a costume and everything. consider this, please stay. Oh, okay. If I stay, the Count's better remember this. The Count's better remember this if I stay. Okay. Half an hour later, Cunty Arthur is dragged back, their crowns still smouldering one by one. The honor mourners drop to their knees in posture of worship. Okay, I'm not bowing to Cunty Arthur. You guys aren't getting that one. I'm not lowering my own authority and furthering your goals. I'm sorry. Like, I stayed. You're going to have to accept that I'm the king. I refuse to bow. The Count's murmur in shock as you stand stubbornly, arms folded. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution. The bottle of very expensive wine spilled over Arthur's head. After that, the music is more cheerful. The Counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. Okay. We'll leave finding a spouse to last. Let's go see what the clairvoyant says. Cunty Arya says, Your Highness, Your Majesty, Cunty Ode to Jamie has been having prophetic dreams. It is true. I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Give me a prophecy then. I look to the future and it speaks through me, no more, no less. For instance, Lady Patrician Lamashdu should beware of birds for the next season. And I saw a vision of Cunty Melancholy's body floating away on dark water. You went to the shop to get soju? Well, be careful about drinking that soju, dude. I think you're about to fucking float away. Jesus. What? Blood and stars, said Cunty Melancholy. Please, Your Majesty, have them foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. Let's get Jamie on the council, guys. Let's get Jamie on the council. Like moths to a flame, chat. Like moths to a flame. Free money. Voting is closed. Cunty Jamie is an official council advisor now, can you believe it? I'm certain they will not disappoint. Abundant farming, good counts. My good counts. The other nobles start to mutter and seeing the unseen is no more as a disguise for giving out special treatment. Can the king really be trusted with this charlatan constantly whispering in his ear? Alright, let's find a spouse. Who am I wafing up? Who's going to be my husbando? My liege, you should play Xenoblade on stream, L. In the twisty passages of your castle, you avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy masters. One person you can't avoid, your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year! Mother, is it really that urgent? Of course, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, man or woman, or do you not mind? Any, dude. Let's go. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay, I think that is the end of the season. Do 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 do. Tony just turned off Twitch. No, Tony. We better have the cuntiest point. Hidden in the labyrinth beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their schemes against the king. The Chancellor has sent me, says cunty Count Stevens Rocket. It's working. Our reputation is secure. Thank you, Colonel. Our problem now is the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. The patrician. Oh, you can set different taxes for each region here or bribe regions to keep them sweet. Each option has different defiance, treasury, and personal wealth changes indicated on the left. Who's got life too good right now? Patricians, you guys are fucking rich, you know? You guys are fucking rich. And I get... Oh... I could probably tax the... I could tax the counts and the patricians probably. Get my treasury back nice and well. Well, I mean, you guys have 6 people in the... You know? So effing rude. Patricians are on free defiance. You raise a good point. Shit in your robes right now. The coast remembers. Don't leave the P folks untaxed. The pissers, look, the pissers don't have a lot of money. They have 2 people in the richest. I love my pissy boys. Okay. You know what? Someone has to get taxed. Someone has to get taxed. I think the counts are getting taxed. They have the most people and the highest. But then if I tax them, then I'm treating the 1%. We will invest in farming. Smurfy, who do you belong to? If I look at the noble list. Okay, the counts haven't spent a ton of money. The patricians are the richest. They have the most, like, wealthy fuckers. You're poor patrician. My liege, sire, all-father of wealth, let these yellow peasants witness the girth of thy mighty coin purse. The piss boys have been very nice to me so far. Count are richer in average. Okay. Counts, I'm sorry. You're paying the tax. Okay? You're paying the tax. I'm sorry, counts. More of you are rich. You guys have the most money. You guys don't have anyone that's piss poor. And you guys didn't spend on the last building period. So... But I feel like the patricians are whispering in my ear. Taxed everyone to hell and back, get my treasury nice and full. How does that look? That will give me fat pockets, dude. Rich are lobbying you to tax the middle class. Hello, me G. How are you doing, homie? Hello, 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 hello. Hope that we are doing good. Welcome to the peasant stream. Thank you so very much, pal. We are playing King of the Castle. If any of you guys want to join, I'm currently deciding which of my subjects to tax. You can do !join followed by your pronouns to join the game if any of you gamers want to join the fight. How is The Sims 2, G? Also, G, I see you've been playing some Rivals. You'll have to join us in the evening sometime for sure, dude. Let me look at the way of the land. See, I don't like the patrician defiance hit, but will they rebel? She's trying to rank up so she can play some Rivals. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Hell yeah, G. I'm glad The Sims was good as well, homie. Hope you've been doing well. You'll rebel? See, patricians, that just makes me want to tax you more. Because I don't feel like you're on the side of the crown. We rebel, patricians? Look. Look. I want everyone to be happy. But I need money. Stan, it's all the fields I've been plowing. They all want to use force to convince you, Lord, except as yellow PP boys, we simply remind you of our loyalty, warm and strong. We need to afford our farming building as poor cunts. I do want farming up. Patricians, I'm taxing you. Counts, you shall not be taxed. But actually, no, you guys have the most money. We need that to afford the building. Okay, counts, I'm not taxing you, but I will be watching what you spend your money on. If you betray me, I will be coming on. I'll be coming down hard on the counts. I will not be coming on the counts. Okay? Alright. Patricians, get fucking taxed. Okay. The crab bubble bursts. Sacrilegious request and eligible options. Right, well, let's see who we wifing up first. Heather just DM'd you saying fuck King Ravs. What the fuck? I found 3 potential matches for you. One eligible young candidate for each. Yes, yes, I know. And a partner for life to have and to hold, don't forget. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible candidates. She whisks away her cloth from the first portrait. This is Sylvia, the eldest daughter of the Eastern 12th Beast dynasty. Apparently, they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. Wow. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. Half the East are in love with her, apparently, and the other half hate her. She's an intriguing candidate. From the coast, we have Leon. Their wealthy heir to noble patrician Blaze Fame 21's estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous. Apparently, he's got a silver lung too. Silver tongue, that's what I meant. Did I say lung? He has a silver lung. He's been in the mines. He has a silver lung. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. Unfortunately, he's quite bad at it. All of his deals seem to fall through. Could be worse, but could be a lot better. And from the south, Seraphina, the eldest daughter of the Nasukin lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. There's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's been in more duels than I can count and won them all. Duels are just about the only thing she's good at, though. Not bad. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I know, Aurelia. I'm sorry, but we're probably... I think I'm probably picking the Goths here. You know? I'm probably picking the Goth lady. I've made my decision. Sylvia of the East. However, I could make a smart choice. I could be smart and pick the coast husbando to lower defiance in the region and be a man of the people. But then I'm saying no to evil Goth laboratory women. I'm not bullying the patricians. Lowering the patrician defiance would be wise, my lord. Lady Pest is the only fair choice. We already have the battle nuns. But my son? Blaze. Mommy Goth girlfriend? Fair. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Alright, a sacrilegious request. Your Majesty, I'm as devout as anyone, but it is beyond ridiculous that one day of every week all the shops shut down and no work gets done, says Countess BFG. I know, it's the 9th god's holy day, the day he rested after slaughtering the other gods like cattle, but must it interrupt trade? I'm leaving profit on the table. And need I remind you that the East is an economic powerhouse keeping the kingdom afloat? We should receive special dispensation. You want to carry on working throughout the day of rest? The High Inquisitor won't like this. A reasonable enough request. The High Inquisitor won't like this, Goths. I'm sorry, but you guys, if you guys are making me take a Sunday day off, you guys are getting a Sunday day off as well. I'm sorry. I was just very kind to the Goths. I'm marrying the Goth lady and I didn't tax you guys. And you want to work on the sacred day off that you bullied me into taking? What won't I like? Ah! I assure you, High Inquisitor, I have nothing but the utmost devotion to the 9th. But I need to think about my profits. And we have a Goth in our ear, it's true. I don't see any farming up. Let's keep the weekly day of rest and make your pockets fat. Do. It looks like the people have chosen C. We shall all have a day off. We shall all have a day off. On the way back to her castle, BFG is mobbed by religious zealots held in makeshift stocks for a week and pelted with dung and rotting meat. Holy fucking shit. The common folk find it hilarious and church donations triple overnight. Any rumours that the High Inquisitor was involved are true, totally unfounded. Holy shit, man. Look, Goths, I'll make it up to you, okay? I'll make it up to you. Bad news, Your Majesty. The reef has discovered, a new reef has just been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. How could this be? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, noble patrician, don't not forget, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all of their crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash. You guys got fucking rug pulled? Oh my god, dude. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market. All my crabs gone! Both of these kind of suck. But one of them gives me money. One of them gives me money. One gives me money, and I like money. Don't not forget. Throw him in the stockades! Throw him in the stockades! Pelt him with dung! No rug pulls here. Trying to sell your crab NFTs. Not on my watch. Insider trading is a crime. Do. Irish patrician protester actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know you're the king? Okay. Chat, they're very, very defiant. They're very, very defiant. Patricians, I know I've done wrong by you, BB, but I still love you. Come on. Let's talk about this. Let's think about this. Patricians, I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. Remember, you're still reaching your goals. I need stability in my realm. I will say goodbye to Monarch's Vote. Don't rebel. Look, you guys have your goal right now. Everything's going fine. You shouldn't do it. The violence is too high in one or more regions considering rebellion. Rebellion will stop regions from advancing their schemes, and they can't be taxed or take part in normal votes. Don't rebel. Anyway. The royal wedding. Your wedding to Sylvia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is a giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sylvia at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Yes, I do. I sure do. I do it. I now pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife Sylvia refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. By the time you find yourself alone with Sylvia, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. Perhaps you're right. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. There, we're both in this together. You comfort Sylvia long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. Okay. Now, hold on. Are we missing one? Counts? We had the wedding. Isn't there a... Oh, a fateful tree. David Dameron, my guy, thank you for the 32 months. Your Holiness, dreadful tidings from our new aqueduct, says Grandi Katatsumarin. What happened to it? It's not the aqueduct exactly. The aqueduct sits next to a grove of trees. There's one especially rare one, the Greater Arrow Tree. It was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. That's a very tall tree. Hello, honey Tom. It is indeed, Your Highness, but that's part of the problem. Alas, all the visitors to our newly built aqueduct are disturbing the soil, and the Greater Arrow Tree is dying. My dear Counts, my dear patricians, my dear piss boys, I will front this cost and pay from the treasury to keep the tree going. I would like unity on this vote. Piss boys. Good. After all, I did tax you. I will pay for the tree. I will make the kingdom better. It's what you pay your taxes for. That's true, Kish. Okay, That's very nice. Stability is now civil, but we did spend some money. Southern captors set to work fencing off the greater arrow tree and its companions. The aqueduct still sees plenty of people coming and going, admiring the immense trees as they go, but its ancient soil remains undisturbed and its bark uncarved. It becomes a symbol not only of the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but your wisdom in protecting your kingdom's natural beauty. Alright. Disquiet in the south. Why do you guys get two? Your Holiness, says Grandi Zionbula, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me? You're not rich? The fuck? Worse, they're throwing down their tools and burning belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life and that I should do the same. They want to match their outfits with their decor. They want to have more exercise. I wish I could do that. You and the peasants finally have something in common. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement is a philosopher named Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god, and the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment. I shall not interfere or sway the vote anyway on this one. I shall leave it to the will of the people. Whatever you decide is what happens. This is something for the realm to decide. You all know best what is best for your own faction. Take note of how others are voting. Okay. Fire the troublemakers and hire new servants from the coast. There you go. The patricians welcome extra cash for the use of their peasants. There you go. Patricians made a little bit of money. Patricians, you did good. I think I said end of season, right? Do we have any jobs? We did it all. You can't rebel. We've raised the stability of the realm. Let's see what that did to the money. You guys are getting taxed this time probably though. No, I taxed you. I already taxed you. I can't tax you twice. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coast's economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do with, says Lord Patrician Foreman Fantastic Booty. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But what do we do with all of the rest of our gold? Oh my god, now I'm looking at you. Time to start buying things, of course. Land, roads, bridges will buy up the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first the king must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patrician must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Good luck with that. Coin purse sealed? The prophesied Ninth Herald is finally manifested on Celeste Af, taking the form of humble noble son as Mauro, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Haha! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Mauro. I knew you could do it, says Grandee Lefis. Grandee Nathan says, the plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Praise be. But this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will have captured the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. My piss boys would never. The people still need to push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. Next stage of the scheme is to lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Jesus, man. Jesus. Right, all of you are not achieving your tasks right now, which is good for me. The crab trial, requisitioning rare reagents, and the cult spreads. Alright, let's do the rare reagents. Ah, peasant Ravs, I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies, a Zycerian black pearl. Tragically, it's been delayed. I was buying it from noble patrician Rybe 41. Could you ask him about it? If you have time, of course. I'll look into it, my dear wife. How delightful. Let me know how you fare. You summoned noble patrician Rybe 41 to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Greetings, your esteemed highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my wife. Lamentably, I can't give you the black pearl just yet. Those pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment, more than any simple white pearl, and the supplies dried up since the merchant vessel sank on the way back from Valamir. My point is, I'm afraid the price of that queen consort pearl will no longer cover the cost of the item. We had a deal. Of course you guys are saying I should pay for it. You want me to fucking spend money? I ought to throw him in fucking jail. 60%? Minus 700 keeps me on 2.5. They would need to get another 1,000 out of me. This guy's a scamming fucker, though. Rybe, you scamming fucker. 60% is good odds. But we had a deal. It's for my wife. He's committing fraud. Do I want to set a precedent for being scammed? All of this on the crabs as well. And then they'll get even richer if I give them the pearl. To the prison! No need to be so hasty, your serene highness. Perhaps we can work on something. Work something out with the queen consort. Sylvia reaches the black pearl before week's end. She's most pleased with it. We had a deal. We had a deal, and you're honouring the deal. I will now deal with the crab trial. After a month of delays, noble patrician, don't not forget, is finally due to stand trial for the crab-related market rug pull. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I am guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Don't not forget. Yes, obviously, I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the king. Don't not forget, how do you plead in the chat? You plead not guilty. Let them be defiant, they can't do anything about it. Do 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 do. I think prison. I don't think you hang for it, but you certainly go to prison. I think prison. Do 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 do. Dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the patricians, of course. Please, your majesty, don't not forget, as young children, who's supposed to pay the upkeep of their villa? Their villa, you know. The cult spreads. There's a problem with the followers of that southerner Ortega. Her teachings are spread to the coast, says Patrician Joheed. Worse, she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch, curing an old man's blindness. All over the coast, the workers are throwing their goods and cursing the patricians for their greed. They're clashing with priests, even starting brawls in the streets. She's Mr. Beast. Every day we lose more workers to this cult. I will let everyone decide, and I hope for unity. No. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, shit. Dude, what the fuck, man? B for based. Hello, wussy. For Ortega's performing miracles, she must be recognized as an official member of the church. Fuck, dude. A fortnightly challenge failed? Oh, shit. Eventually, the Archbishop issues a lukewarm proclamation stating that Ortega and her followers are a legitimate branch of the ninth god. But few people listen, and as unrest rises, Ortega goes missing and the church refuses to comment. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. Church fucking threw her out of a third story window, man. What even happened there? Did I just gain stability? End season. Chat, you know me, and I would love an aqueduct. I love an aqueduct. We have some very... Look at this disgusting wealth. Counts. I see what you're doing. I understand what you're doing. Grandies. Grandies, help me get the aqueduct. Take down these rich fucks. Make them spend their coin. There's no getting past this, I don't think. So what are we getting? We're getting -1 faith for the counts. And we're getting plus military for the patricians. Good luck rebelling. Good fucking luck rebelling. You broke me, lord. A terrible secret about your heir and furious followers. About my heir? Your marriage to Sylvia has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. I'm just a happy little guy. You've done so well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. What the fuck? My wife and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to the business. That's right, dude. Damn. Okay, let's look at the terrible secret. Your Majesty, I bring urgent news. The counts are deliberately eroding the power of the church in the east. What? Really? I hardly believed it myself, but what's even more alarming is why they're doing this. The counts are planning to hollow your mind and summon a demon to fill the void and take possession. By the time you're finished, you'll be nothing but a shell. The demon will take over body and soul. By the 9th god! My thoughts exactly, Your Majesty. We must bring the sacrilege to the council's attention. Piss boys, patricians, I need you. I need you. We have to stop the counts. Vote A. Two piss boys are siding with the counts. Dungeon! Dungeon for them both! Pseudopop and fucking Trash the one and only? Dungeon! Dungeon! One count joined their side. Deep Shadow Bob. Loyal to the crown. Loyal to the crown. They are both ahead of us by one scheme. We shall review that when the time comes. Faith is thou steadfast, dutiful, and fervent. All across the kingdom, priests delivered impassioned sermons on the danger of the 7 gods' agents. More and more citizens flock to the church, and peasants place holy symbols in windows to protect their homes from demonic influence. But many nobles grumble about the church meddling in official matters. Is King Peasant Ravs in charge, or the Inquisition? Uh-oh. Your Majesty, the troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers are marching on our estate, demanding justice, says the Bula. It's the same in the coast. They're making her into a martyr, says Super Trampy. Hello, Hunty Cuntington. Everyone gets money for A. I love you, my piss boys. My good old piss boys. My sweet, sweet little pissy lads. What a vote. Who was the traitor on a procession? I'll let me check. Your pal Patches, Riley Pisscat, Booty, and Neric. Only 3 to go. The Royal Army will put a stop to this. Your troops charge in and order the farmers back to their lands. Any complaint is met with a blade. There are rumours of unflattering corn effigies made in your image, but the peasants are too afraid to even whisper Ortega's name. Did a corn effigy would kind of go crazy, man. Sitting on a beach outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The Fry's Kurskring is still refusing to sell us any public land. Well, yeah, Booty, I'm not fucking privatising the NHS. It makes sense. The treasury's flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend. Let's bide our time until the king's gold runs out. The patricians aim to load the treasury to 1,500 or less. A count rides to a remote and remarkable spot in the moorland. Soon another joins him. Unfortunately, my peasants are dreadfully devout, says Aurelia. Countess Aurelia. We're in no state to make a move against the king. It's far too dangerous. The High Inquisitor will pounce as soon as we do anything. The counts aim to lower their faith to 4 or less. The contest to you. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of their hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Mauro and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put him in the throne. They'll come around. The king's golden age can't last forever, can it? I turned in this fan, brother. The grandees aim to lower stability to 4 or less. You know, these guys are getting a little too defiant for my liking. Don't give them more money. Don't worry about the money. Worry about their rebellion. Okay? Dude, they want me poor. Why would we worry about the rebellion? True. True. I can't chat. I want to tax them, but if I tax them, they're going to rebel. That's true. The counts voted selfishly to reduce faith to plant a demon in me. They did. You guys voted for that. Everyone votes for their goal. That's true, but we could all live together, chat, in happiness. They're sitting on their money. You guys did try to rug pull. Patrician's already paid a tax. You're not wrong. We just like rugs. We have the highest farming stat in the kingdom. You guys do have good farming. Patricians haven't been spending money on farming. This is not a 24-hour stream, but it will be a long one. We haven't had the opportunity. Pissers did build the... Don't worry. Pissers, you guys are chilling. I'm tempted to just give the Pissers some money. Just to be nice. You know what I mean? Like, the Pissers have just been nice. We like them. We said if you tax us, we won't buy farming. Smurfy's a patrician, right?
Check this out.
Bask in our warm yellow glow. Patricians. That takes me near their goal. Okay. Does anyone want to soak the tax to keep my pockets fat? Tax the counts. What do the counts think? Counts, how do you feel about me taxing you? I don't hate the counts. I have a count on my council. I'm married to a count. There's going to be a count heir. I love the counts. Just the counts were very close to putting a demon in me. You nearly put a demon in me. You put another demon in me. Thought you were rotten meat. You guys made me work on a Sunday. They wanted to work on a Sunday. If I have to be off, you guys have to. You put a demon into our queen. Pest gang, how rich are you? Broke, my lord. We could just do a nothing burger. We could just do a big nothing burger. But bribe all just gives the fucking people what they want. Look, I'll be fucking poor. There's no way I'm doing that. We paid for the aqueduct. I'm tempted to bribe you guys. I don't really have to, but hello, Kerbel. We're doing very good.
Just to suffer every night.
Cruel tax the patricians. If I cruel tax the 1%, which I think I agree with, it will raise their defiance, but it keeps them further from their goal. But they have a weak ass military. Mm. That's still pretty close to their target. We will never go for farming. You guys aren't going to go for farming anyway. I know the pest fields and the counts fields are good. Thank you so much, DM Dingo. Kerbel, thank you so much for the 32 months. Okay. I bribe the pest boys and I tax the rich patricians. If they rebel, they rebel. And counts, you get away with it. The only reason you're not receiving a bribe, counts, is it takes me close to their goal. You know, counts, so I'm going to keep you on the common tax. But counts, I will be favorable to you in this next season. I will be favorable to you in the next season. Even if it means lowering faith. In the hopes that you vote with me when the time is right. Defiance is now enraged. The Wandering Bard. Contested Wreck. A call for apprentices. Your Majesty, a travelling bard. She says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness. They call me the best in our land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say, about me? Why, of course. In fact, I have the tune and verse all already. I've saved saved my best work for you, my king. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Teach them to love me. I will do so, Your Highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks, and everyone within the Crownlands will know of your benevolence. Pray, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for your time, a discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself. A 1,000 gold puts us in risky territory. Puts us in risky territory. I could pay 500. Patricians. Not worth it, Your Highness. I am not risking 2k. Yeah, I'll chance it with the 50-50. The bard nods enthusiastically and heads over to do your bidding. Sally is a better salesperson than a songwriter because she's a song that fails to capture the hearts of your people. If you haven't performed the song for you, it's abysmal. Nothing rhymes, there's no rhythm. She doesn't even pronounce your name correctly. Shit. She said King Ravs. Another patrician scam, it is, isn't it? Contested wreck. An opportunity, Your Majesty. A calf ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage this wreckage. Calf vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. Here comes Tixeri. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. By the 9th, in fact, it's closer to our city Hiphos than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems, Your Majesty. Esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. More scams, dude. They're scamming again. As a count, I can tell the piss boys tell the truth. I think that the piss boys do deserve this one. I'll make it fair for the patricians. They can earn some money by by going with the piss boys. If you want some money out of this, why don't you join the grandees? BFG, damn. A little bit of money for everyone. Might as well just collect the money. Patricians patricians care about one thing and one thing only. They care only about the coin. BFG hasn't forgiven the raw meat and poo throwing. I didn't do it. It was the church. But it's in our waters. Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? But the operation doesn't even get off the curtain, so to speak. The reefs with the sink are dangerous and full of sharks. Doesn't divers go missing and presumed eating the whole thing is called off. That's good, dude. A call for apprentices. Dreadful tidings, your holiness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Xanaskar, says Nykarl. I believe it is Gordias the Stone Talker. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Gordias' dominion over rock and metal and stone, that he's Magneto, man, in the deep places, of Celeste Af. He put out a call for new apprentices, which is rare. It's a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, poet in a box, have decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but the peasants are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. God bless you, your holiness. I think B is good. I think B is good. Piss boys, how do we feel about B? Counts and piss boys, how are we feeling about B? Patricians, how do we feel about B? We know how the patricians feel about B. Not good, boss. B is just and fair. You don't care how the patricians feel? Yes, I do. I call for unity and I implore you to vote B. Oh shit, it's really close. Oh shit, it's really close. I'm clicking the second it goes. As soon as the bell went. What one? B. Require he forfeits his noble title in order to become an apprentice. Canonical and Bardic B. I suppose that's an acceptable compromise. Put in a box begins his journey to Xanaskar immediately. Count Put in a box died. Put in a box the second has joined the council. Cordelis' presence. Uh oh, what? Xanaskar attracts all sorts of visitors. Farming! His latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Farming! Oh, Debadale? Thank you so much, Debadale. Are we missing any, chat? Am I missing any? I don't think I'm missing any. End of season. Enough golden choice. Okay. The patricians may rebel. I'd suggest you don't. I'd suggest you don't. Brand new harvester, a mysterious ship. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate, says Count Daj. And it's not even from the east. Its name is the Seraphina, and it bears a southern flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she may be lost at sea, says Grandee Zephyria. Well, she's found on land right on top of my favourite picnic spot. My serfs discovered only one survivor on board, a southern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Ah, my head's killing me. Has been ever since I woke up. What happened to you? I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing along the southern waters, then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why the ship is on my land. Anything too bad here? I'll let you guys decide. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. Break the tie by selecting one of these two options. I waited. I'm sorry I didn't click it fast enough. What was winning? What was winning when I should have clicked? The treasury. I can take a 1000 hit to my treasury. I will side with the patricians. This once. My liege. They will immediately forget. They will. Do 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 do. Defiance is loyal. This is the most serious case of memory loss I've seen in a long time. Technically, this man should be a gibbering mess on the floor. Hey, I'm right here. Your Majesty, I need more time to handle this. A brand new harvester. I've got a brand new combine harvester. Your esteemed highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the East have invented a new farming implement. A harvestating. Oh, yes. How wonderful. Farming is now a cornucopia in the East. My counts, you deserve an award for this. A little reward. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps in freshest grain. We call it the wheat eater. It's a revolutionary agriculture. It would be of great use to us in the coast. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We will not share designs with the likes of you, coastal leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you, says Countess George Mima. You guys know that I want farming up. And you guys know that I want the counts to get their faith down. So, I'm not going to allow you guys to vote D. You're not getting a vote D. I think B sounds fair. Wait. B sounds fair. Do 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 do. I know we're very close to it, N. Carls. I know we're close to it. But we're still over. Compensate the counts for their invention and share it with other regions. A fair price, I suppose. Rewarded for their ingenuity, the counts are satisfied, as is everyone else, who produce brand new wheat eaters for their farms at lightning speed. Now that is wonderful, isn't it? A tasty innovation. Count DM Dingo. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. With that, my servants brought me... what my servant brought me that evening will change your world forever, my grace. Sounds like your servant invented it. He's my prime employee, so I own that idea. It's only fair. Behold! He was having the 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. He made a sandwich, dude. He made a fucking sandwich. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Magnificent. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be calling it having a nice DM Dingo for lunch. But naturally, this invention cannot be made available for free. Every time a DM Dingo is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Fuck no, brother. Counts. The patricians are gonna push hard for C. I need you to not vote that. I need my piss boys and I need my counts to stop them voting C. I think the servant should be awarded. It's the most based option. Reverse it and we all vote C, based. Do 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 do. Who'd we get? We got Chippy Potato, we got Kraken, we got Zapper, and Kish. DM dingoes are too delicious to be controlled. I'm sorry to the counts, but that was for the best. But in stars, if you don't reward me, how do you expect to vote and make the next great inventor? DM dingoes are prove a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the east, experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can be put almost anything between two pieces of bread. Okay. End the season. Everyone has got 2 pips. Everyone has 2 pips. Continue to rebellion report. Defiance is too low. It needs to be 8 or higher. Patricians. Look, you're close to your goal. I would recommend not going for it. My heir! Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too? The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your esteemed highness, may be I the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Peasant Ravs II. Thank you, Chronicle. Excellent, your august majesty. I'm sure little peasant Ravs II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now, you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master soon. A taxing issue. Your majesty, help us. Noble Patrician Samuel of the coast has been bleeding us dry, they have. What are they doing? Thank you, Megatron. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed me cows. It's true, your majesty. Noble Patrician Samuel has been taxing their peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, esteemed highness. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. You are poor. I'm not having farming going down. Are you crazy? What about this poor peasant's cows? A pox on the stupid cows. Let me see what the council thinks of this. Farming down bad. So no. Treasury up is nice. So vote C. Vote C, please. Pest boys, I need you. Look how the patricians vote. That's a good patrician. King Meat Box. Or is that Ring Meat Box? I think it's King Meat Box. Ring. King. Can't tell when that fucking... It's King. Have a royal tax collector take over the duties on the coast. Defiance is now treasonous. The Royal Tax Collector proves to be diligent and efficient, but the patricians are outraged at the implication that they can't be trusted. We received a message from the wizard Gordias, Your Majesty. It's chiseled onto a stone tablet that rose out of the floor in my chambers this morning. His new apprentice, poet in a box, has died. This is quite normal, Your Majesty. The survival rate of wizard apprentices is less than 1 in 10. Regardless, Gordias has sent us compensation. How charitable. And what of the damage she's already wrought in Xanaskar? Did we receive any compensation for that? Alas, no. Only this 150 gold. Perhaps the council will have an idea of what to do. I'll let you guys decide. Voting has been closed. Pay the grandees for the magical damage in Xanaskar. Money, feeble as it is, goes towards the farmers who were affected by Gordias' stay in Xanaskar. Every little bit helps. Crops are replanted, cows are replaced. People start to wonder if perhaps Gordias wasn't so bad after all. Well, well, well. Patricians. Patricians, patricians, patricians. It's come to this, has it? It's come to this, has it? Pure chaos! End of season. Okay. I would sure love my authority to go up. And I would sure love... You know what? Piss boys, let's help the counts get their observatory. Oh, you guys do what you want. You guys do what you want. I don't want to be overthrown. Grandies. Yeah, you can have some stability down Grandies. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Piss boys, build a prison. Wait, faith down. Yeah, let's say. Yeah. Get them. I'm happy with DNA. I'm happy with DNA. Although A definitely puts them into the third part of their plan. 3, 2, 1. We're in. Alright. Alright. Patricians are rebelling. Rebellion, opening strike, and experimental research. Let's look at the rebellion report. At long last, the patricians have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Lady Patrician Ye Ruffy, her smile gleaming in the light of the braziers. The patricians of the coast will bring you down, pretender, to the throne. We will rise up and fight for Titus, the true king. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. This one's for my piss boys. Caesar! Come along now, traitor. Traitors get the chop. I'm an envoy, see? See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day? Mods ambush their supply trains. Your watchmen waste no time. Lady Patrician Yerufi is dragged from the courtyard and her head is struck from her shoulders. Oh my god. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. Yerufi too has joined the council. What are our chances against the rebels? Patricians are formidable but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. How do things get this bad? With the rebellion is Lord Patrician Badum Kish. As reason for the uprising, he's citing your history of petty transgression against the patricians. Is it too late to apologize? It is. Now is the time for swords, not words. So what is this? Some kind of civil war? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all of this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Alright, I see what the council are cooking up over here. Your Majesty, I'm pleased to say that my research on the amnesiac sailor has borne fruit. The fellow who turned up on the eastern estate. He remembered his adventure. It only took a bit of lead tincture, some fasting, and a little bit of bloodletting to clear his head. The Seraphina came into contact with a wizard. No wonder the sailor didn't remember anything. He was addled by the wizard's powers. The ship will have magical residue clinging to it. A most exciting phenomenon. Wait, you're saying the wreck is dangerous? Oh, immensely. Then it must be destroyed. No, it's vital that we investigate the phenomenon. We might never see its like again. You guys do what you want on this one. I would like it if you could all agree though, because I think that I could use some... Wait a minute. But then my piss boys. Whatever. I'll let you guys decide. Thank you very much, Carson. That's very fair, Carson. You can vote in as you like, though. Send scholars to investigate the ship. Count Dodger's wealth has increased. Quail University pays Count Dodge a stipend for Valeria and her students to stay on this estate while they study. You'll wait the results. Opening strike. Lord Patrician Badum, do you smell that, my friend? Sorry, I think I stepped in something, says Crack an Egg. That's freedom you can smell. Freedom from the mad tyrant king peasant Ravs. At long last we've risen against his oppression. But if we want to keep our freedom, we must fight for it. I ask you, my fellow patricians, what will be our opening strike against the king? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Grandees to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the king, or finally we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. This one is a vote only for the patricians. Vote now, patricians. Look how they attack the piss boys. Launch a preemptive strike on the Grandies. The patricians launch a surprise attack on the south, slashing and burning their way across the fields and farmlands. They catch a regiment of southern armies unaware and spring an ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battleground will be stained red for a generation. Oh my god. And they took down our farming? Marvellous. Down with the king. Coastal soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the south devastated in their wake. Oh my god. Saltwater flows through our veins. Our very breath is the sea air. We are the coast. A count rides to a remote, unremarkable spot in moorlands. Soon another joins him. The church is scrambling for power. The High Inquisitor is losing her grip on the populace. How exquisite. Then we can make our move unseen. We must invite a demon to possess the king. The ancient books describe two demons, each attracted to a different aspect of the human mind. Counts, who shall you summon? The god of greed. Give us money, my lord. We'll keep it safe. You summon Murmuriac, Duke of Greed, the face of all coins. According to the grimoires I've read, the Duke of Greed is attracted to individuals who hoard wealth. We must ensure the king is filthy rich. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise the treasury to at least 3,950. Fucking hell, man. The serve swells with a sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to the Ninth Herald, Mauro, in action, or to see him in action. In the picturesque town of Calaville, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. Two figures stand in the alcove nearby. If our army was strong enough, we could use the chaos of the rebellion to our advantage and take the palace by force. A crusade? That sounds promising. Though I suggest we leave it up to the ninth god. Surely he will intervene on Mauro's behalf. Pest boys, vote. This is how Liberty dies to raucous applause. Wonder why they're not voting A. I know. Fucking too military, dude. It's +2 regardless. Are you ready for a miracle? Let us join in prayer, fellow grandees. The end of King Peasant Ravs' illegitimate, godless rule is upon us. Our claimant Mauro is poised to take the throne and usher in a new golden age. We need only wait for a miracle. For the final stage of their scheme, the grandees must raise their faith to at least 10. Well. Well. Counts. I did say I would help you. I will be taxing the piss boys. Piss boys, you're too rich. You can tax us too. I could. I can't tax the patricians. They want faith. The thing is, if I get a single plus 1,000... Wait, you guys need 3,950, right? Or is it 4,950? 3,950? That gives you guys too close. I need to balance this so that because I'm trying to win too. Is it 4,950? 3,950, you liars. You fucking liars. I am trying to win too. I want to win a nice victory. The grandees receive 500 wealth from the ninth god. You suspect tax fraud. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. I won't be on the throne. Barga Barga Born face of all coins will be on the throne. A bribe would be lovely, my lord. Well, the counts are poor, so I'll give them more money by bribing them and lower their defiance, and I'll give the grandees shall be taxed for being poor, rich. I think this works. I think this works. This seems fair. Because now you guys can vote on what you want. And so it is such. Rebellion report. They have 1 victory point. End season. A great battle or mustering an army. Let's have a look at a great battle. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of the clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped within civil war. When am I going to get my victory condition? I have the air. Like, what's going on here, dude? You can't do it during a rebellion? Fuck me, dude. We have to stop the rebellion? When the war is over? Holy shit. Dude, this game is taking so long. That's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the ghost is advancing on the capital. Led by the treacherous Lord Patrician Badum Kish, I've received word from the commander of our loyalist force in the south. They march now. They'll intercept the patricians in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army in the east. It's risky, but together they have a higher chance of defeating the accursed patricians. What are your orders, Majesty? Pest boys. The grandees need the counts. Therefore, they will join forces. I relay your order to Grandee Rosa, the commander in the field. Hopefully, they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield. We have our orders. Should we follow them? Pest boys, you have a bad army. Your military will get crushed. Pest boys and counts, we must quell this rebellion. Thank you, piss boys. You're so lovely, piss boys. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she arrives at your throne room, looking perfectly composed. Your Majesty, as you ordered, the Grandees have turned their army around to link up with the Counts. All according to Kaikaku. Indeed, Your Majesty. Let's hope the plan is sound. It's all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. We will prevail. That's the spirit. Now I really must be going. I have a lot to take care of. Over the next few weeks, it's become clear that the Southern Army's retreat has given the patricians free rein to pillage and plunder the South. Oh no! The rampaging coastal troops descend on farms like locusts, taking everything to feed thousands of hungry soldiers. Meanwhile, shops, churches, and manors are plundered and the stolen loot shipped back to the coast. While the South suffers, the Southern forces successfully link up with the Counts. Now the joint army of the Grandees and the Counts rush to meet the patricians in open warfare, and the winner will either end your reign or preserve it. Oh shit. Okay. Mustering an army. All along the coastal border, countless flags flap in the sea breeze. Warships crowd the harbours, unloading hordes of soldiers. The patrician troops are gathering in vast numbers. Oh, ninth above, think of the expense. Each of these soldiers another mouth to feed, and it's coming from our pockets. Let's march them off as quickly as possible. Please, says livid Caffeine. We're risking more than our profits in this war. Our necks are on the line, so we'd better be smart about it. And on that subject, I've considered several proposals to bolster our army for the trials ahead. Well. What will they do? These fucking patricians. These fucking patricians. Patrician scum. Conscription. Their military is now strong and their farming is now sufficient. Blech. Patricians pull peasants off the fields and thrust spears into their calloused hands. This will mean a few bad harvests for sure, but the coast can survive, right? Vile. Valeria and her band of scholars have returned from the wreck of the Seraphina, Your Majesty. I can't make head or tail of the nonsense. Good, I love nonsense. There's a labyrinth within a ship, a labyrinth that goes deep into the earth or into the sky. It was very confusing. Some of the researchers were lost, but no matter, we're going back to find the center. I'm calling for unity, please. If we could all vote for A, that would be very lovely. That may lead to us getting fat pockets. Do 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 do. They may return, but they need better equipment. Uh-oh. Trade has failed. Stability is unstable. The Counts call for local merchants to bring their best quality compasses and map-making materials. But there's little to be had. They have 8 trading. How did that fail? In the end, Valeria and her colleagues return to the capital downcast. Well, that's not good. Timer is set to 15 seconds and the vote will automatically close once time is over. Let's take some swing votes. Swing votes will be fun. Swing votes seem fun. Okay, they're currently rebelling. That's fine. I want this war to be over. The final battle, an unexpected opportunity, pinch point. Right, well, we'll do the other ones first. Your Majesty, as the patricians were marching through the south, they were hit by a fierce rainstorm. Unable to progress through the mud, they've set up camp beside Tarada River. So they're sitting ducks. Precisely, we must strike. Don't be foolish, Marshal. Do you think our own troops are immune to the weather? We'll have the same problem. If I may suggest another option, Your Majesty, the patricians are drawing all their water from the Tarada River. If we were to poison it upstream, their troops would suffer greatly. By the 9th, that's a dishonourable way to conduct a war, Your Majesty. Time to piss in the river, gang. It's a brilliant plan. Let's piss in the river, everyone. How do you expect us to poison a whole river? If we had all the cattle in the south on the south bank upstream and allow their effluents to flow freely into the river, the water will be contaminated. It's hard to fight on an upset stomach. Ninth above, you are devious. I don't feel comfortable with this, Your Majesty. I'll need the council approval before I proceed. Let's get some stability up, please. Let's all poison the river. A call for piss. Farming will hold. Farming will hold. Besides, you guys are attacking my farming. United we piss. That's right. Chat, I've never been more proud of you to all agree. Stability is now civil. Defiance is now aloof. I'm sorry. Piss boys, you pissed in a river. You should be happy. This is not war. This is something worse. I will have no part in such depravity. You won't regret this, Your Majesty. Leave everything to me. Uh-oh. Now many farmers will be willing to go along with the plan. Uh-oh. A few cows gather on the banks of the Tarada. A few small numbers, the effluence is washed away instantly. You become a laughingstock, the king who tried to drown his enemies in cow dung. It almost worked, Your Majesty. Almost isn't good enough. Next time, shut your devious little trap and leave the fighting to the professionals. Fuck. That's not good. Pinch point. Glory awaits, Alpha Hickson. Our forces will soon march across the river Vultine in the east, and after that it's a clear road to the capital. A river crossing is a dangerous time for any army. We should do something unexpected. Build rafts downstream and float our troops across. By the 9th, what cowardice is this? If we take the main bridge and fortify it, we'll control half of the east. But if I urge caution... This is one for the fucking disgusting patricians. Well, they coyote themselves pretty much, yeah. Build rafts downstream away from trouble is what they seem to be going for. Rank cowardice, but if that's our decision, treasure across the river downstream on primitive rafts. They're able to get close to the capital while avoiding ambush by the counts. But the peasant folk whisper the patricians are afraid of the king's loyalists. Okay. Chat, I have to piss so bad. We'll do the final battle in a second, okay? Back in a minute. Hello chat, I am back. I hope there was no scheming going on while I was away. Hello, Romero. Okay. Chat, it's time for the final battle, apparently. A month ago, battle was averted, but the battle cannot be postponed forever. The grandees and counts are all that stands between the patricians and the capital. The final battle deciding the fate of the kingdom. I'll send word to the counts that it is time to strike. I only hope they listen to our orders, your majesty. I think A is the best choice here. What the hell, port in a box? Understandable, I did put you to death. Remember this? Sent the joint forces. Yes! As she finally returns, her arms in a bloody sling, but she has a triumphant gleam in her eyes. Marshal, report. Oh, it's all the same action, right? Marshal, report. Caught the patricians by surprise as they were fording a river. Classic pincer movement. The counts attacked from one side, the grandees charged them from the other. To our surprise, the coastal soldiers rallied and fought us like tigers. We'd thought the battle was a sure victory, but it turned into a drawn-out slog. Early in the battle, I got knocked off my horse, thanked the knight for my armor, broke my arm, got knocked clean out. So the rest of this is second-handed. Even though they were fighting the counts and grandees at once, and from two directions, the patricians held the line for hours. Remarkable, really. But their morale finally broke, and we slaughtered them. The river was soon clogged with their corpses. Holy shit. Good God. I feel like they should have lost more military. So we've won. Yes, Your Majesty, unless something totally unexpected happened at that moment, a frantic soldier bursts in. Your Majesty, we received orders from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you. The patricians must have split their forces. The army we defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way for the Crown lands. They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days. And the counts are too far away to help. What do? We must prepare for a siege. A lot of work to do. Building the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, train up citizens and militia. Don't worry, Your Majesty. This is the last-ditch ploy of a defeated enemy. We need to outlast the siege and the counts will come to our escape. Let's not panic. Piss counts, we will hold. Continue to the rebellion. Yeah, they're rebelling. Dude, that is an insane amount of victory points. Are you kidding me? A deadly disease, contaminated river, besieged. Fuck me, it's all happening here. I think that this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Your Majesty, I have good news and bad news. What do you prefer? The bad news. Outbreak of a rare disease called Timian's pox inside the city while civilians are dying by hundreds, and it will spread to our garrisons if we're not careful. And the good news? Plan for how we can use this disease against our enemies, after all. But they're stone throws from our walls these days. Go on. Spread by close contact to infected individuals as well as through rats and fleas. Who contaminated the river? Not cool. Who would do this? It would be a trivial matter to spread the disease to the traitors outside our walls. Devious and despicable. I love it. I knew you'd agree. It's only a 40% chance. I don't know if that's going to work. I'll let you guys decide what's best. I'll let you guys decide. Delish. You guys decide what's best. It's up to you. Right, Aurelia, me too. Alright, a little war crime. A little war crime then. Gamba pox. Chat. Let's all pray that we spread the Gamba pox to the patricians. You aspire master arrange an elaborate ruse involving infected soldiers getting captured by the enemy. You wait for the results. Unfortunately, the patrician section of the wait. Patricians respond to the threat quickly, quarantining sections of the camp and stamping out the disease before it can spread. We still hurt them. Uh-oh. The plot swiftly uncovered by the captured soldier interrogated peasants and nobles alike and condemn your tactics all across the... Meanwhile, the disease spreads rapidly within the walls, though not uncontrollably so. Many people die, but the pox is contained mostly due to certain... contained mostly to certain districts. My brain. Most importantly, the nobles and the rebels are unaffected. The siege continues much as it did before. That's okay. Contaminated river. What the hell? You guys heard about this contaminated river, guys? What the hell? The Treadwater River has been contaminated. Guys lost wealth? Guys, what did you do? Tristan got upstream of us and filled the water. Nightfall only knows with what. To read the details. What's happened to the poor souls who've drunk from it, rest assured that it's not pretty and very deadly. Provides water for the whole city. If it isn't solved soon, we'll all die of thirst. I like the idea of flooding the enemy camp. I like that one. If the counts think they can do this though, I'll let the counts choose. I'm going to do a call for unity, and I'll let you guys decide. Let's not act like the patricians don't deserve it. Chat love the Gamba. They love the Gamba. They love the war crimes. They love the Gamba. Oh my god, what? What a wonderful challenge. I revel in the opportunity, Your Highness. The dam goes up in a matter of days, even under threat of arrow fire. The chief and the architect works like a beaver who's smelled the pack of wolves. Contaminated water spreads disarray into the enemy camp, sowing disease and disarray. Get fucked, patricians. Drink our fucking piss shit water. Get drowned in cow dung. Once the besiegers are forced to relocate, you seize the opportunity to smuggle more fresh water into the city, enough to last until the end of the siege. Besieged. Patricians march through the crown lands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refuse and corpses clog the river. Now the capital is surrounded, you stand at the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the city walls. Get down from there, Your Majesty. If they get lucky with a crossbow bolt, is there any hope, Marshal? Only one. The grandees and counts are still out there, Your Majesty. Their combined army smashed the rebels in the last battle and they can smash them again. I hope they get here in time. You're right. There is still hope. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. It crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens. Blood on my clock tower! Like I said, Your Majesty, you'd better get inside. Okay. Let's see how it goes. You guys do what you want. Chat, do not let the patricians get the fucking stadium. If you have to combine your forces, piss boys and counts, to stop them, do it. We cannot let them gain military. Unify. Oh wait, it does. Wait. Yes, fund. Fund the stadium. Fund the stadium. Fund it. I misread. Fund the shit out of that. My bad. Make sure they get that shit. Good luck on your little siege now, punks. Cozy fox. Gotta read. I missed it completely. I misread it too. And the piss boys build a little church. Nothing wrong going on there. That's whatever. Kind of normal. They are one faith point away from winning, though. That's like quite concerning. The siege grinds on. Sorry, I'm munching. Finally, another dawn breaks. The great army of the coast sprawls outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks, they've tried to fight their way in. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as the citizens demand to be fed. We surely are doomed. Well, all things must come to an end. As evening draws out and horns blast outside the city walls, the patricians are mounting a final attack. What, does it, the day go on? Okay. I'll be taxing you all to give the counts a chance to give my treasury more money, and because you guys built a church, furthering your goals. A grim dawn. Sun rises in the city in turmoil. The British began their assault late last night, and you've heard nothing outside but screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Half the capital's in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. You're on a guard in the streets outside of the palace, building a barricade and organising last-ditch defences. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, your wife, and your daughter, cradled in the arms of her nanny. Her crying is giving you a headache. I preferred a special fast-acting poison, totally painless. Shall we have one last drink together? Have you really lost all hope? I'm being practical. Fine, we won't drink it yet, but it's here if you need it. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. She leads you and Sylvia up to the palace walls, where you must look out over the endless mass of soldiers ramping over the streets of the city. In the darkness of dawn, you can barely make them out. Only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You look as a burning arrow sails overhead. Looks like the situation is hopeless. Look closer, your majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing like a great beast in pain. Horns, trumpets, hooves, thunder. The grandees and counts have arrived in full force with a mighty hammer smashing the patricians against the walls of the city. Victory, baby! After all that, and after that, it's just mopping up. The patricians make a brave final stand. They don't stand a chance. Their army is crushed. By dawn, rebel corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crows feast like never before. Soon the armies of the grandees and the counts are parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Lord Patrician Madumkish, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. Kesh, how dare you? Someone had to put a stop to your tyranny. They're all the same result. Kesh, off with his head. Stiff-backed and silent, Lord Patrician Moon is dragged out of the city square and led up onto a platform before the roaring masses. The executioner's axe falls. The head bounces into the crowd. The common folk kick it around and cheer. Oh my god. Their military is now helpless. Well, rebellion's out the window. I think we might need this. I don't win. Now I have to do a task. My ambition. Start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the father of the nation. You know, farming's a bit fucked. Well on the way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and are well fed. They think of you fondly. Well done, your majesty. Shut down your nobles scheming for good. We need to build on that reputation. Revise yourselves some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of the revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Stability in farming. Become beloved by the common folk. Wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting the town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. Use it as much as you can. Okay. Jailbreak. Your Serene Highness, do you remember noble patrician don't not forget? That's you, isn't it? Oh, the person I threw in my dungeon. That's right, my parent. You threw them in prison for crab-based crimes. Well, they escaped. They cunningly concealed their escape tunnel behind a 6-foot wide oil painting of cavorting nymphs. Blood and stars. Why is this villain allowed such a painting in their cell at all? Says Sean. Villain, don't not forget, was noble patrician and was a noble patrician and was accommodated accordingly at the patrician's request. Let me hunt down this law, your highness. I'll show these soft-headed patricians how a cunty keeps their prisoner. Do 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 do. I want everyone to vote B. I'd really like everyone to vote B, please. If we could please do that. Piss boys, counts, please. Patricians even. I know you could do it, Sean. I know you could do it, but I need farming up. Piss boys, what is this? Ant counts, no less. We did it. In the coast, prison cells where nobles are stripped of their creature comforts. Spikes and iron maidens are installed instead. How exquisite. This is more like it. The new punishments certainly make the patricians think twice about skimming taxes or taking more than their share of the harvest. But despite all of this, somewhere out there, noble patrician, don't forget, remains at large, and the king's justice looks weaker than ever. Okay. Your Majesty, a young southern monk named Gildifrith seeks an audience. He's writing a book and has a small request I can vouch for his seriousness. Show him in. Thank you for seeing me, Your Majesty. I'm writing a book. I'm writing a history on your reign, but research is costly. I was wondering if you might donate a little to support my efforts. Is this going to put my faith up discreetly? Church doesn't need money. I don't think I'll pay it. I don't think I'm going to pay it. Absolutely not. 1,000 thanks for your time, but the young monk can't hide his disappointment. Thank you for seeing him, Your Majesty. Is that all? Very deliberate horse here. I doubt his book will be ready for decades. The patricians still want me to lose money, I'm aware. They are behind on their scheme by 1 pip though. We end season. Okay, they are 1 faith point away from winning. You guys need me to make like fucking like 1,800 and you guys are a bit behind. I think the patricians are cooked, but you guys rebelled, so you kind of deserve that. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as the dandelion gale. I'm confident we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relation campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches. Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. Can't we do things to actually help people? The nobles will never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power, but then you can pass whatever reforms you like. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. You fustled out onto the palace balcony, below which is a sea of expectant unwashed faces stare up at you. As you step into view, they erupt in tears of joy. Hats are thrown into the air, someone faints with joy. Everywhere you go, you've met the same reception. The public like you. They really like you. But you need to turn that into love. Alright. Hey guys, please remember to slam that bell. Did you know that only 5% of you guys are actually subscribed? If you subscribe right now, it will really help. Remember, click subscribe and thumbs up this video. As you launch into... Oh, fuck. The peasants start to chat amongst themselves. Half the crowd drifts away in dribs and drabs. You don't make such an impression. They clicked off the video. They clicked off the video. Oh dear. Better luck next time, Your Majesty. The more of these speeches you give, the better you'll be received. To improve your chances, focus on getting stability in farming as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. Oh my god.
Hello there.
The exiled patrician.
The speech sold me.
Hey, at least one peasant loves me. Thank you so much, Trev, for the free monthlies. Skip the sponsor shout out. Fuck, I didn't declare hashtag ad on that one. Lady Patrician Samandriel 17. Your Serene Highness, the situation in the coast is dire. The patricians, I mean, the king's navy is in tatters. So few ships remain that I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. Must border our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Do 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 do. Patricians are going to vote A here. Can I count on my counts and my good piss boys to vote B? Counts, you really don't want A. And Piss Boys, why wouldn't you want to help me? A call for unity, I say. Piss Boys? Those Piss Boys. Wow. Employ traders from across the coast to build new ships. A coast without ships is like a library without books. You set coastal carpenters, Wainwrights and Coopers to make sea vessels and replace those patricians have lost. Patricians get the boats they always wanted for an absolute bargain. Piss Boys, I will remember this. Your August Majesty, I have received word about the fate of the escaped prisoner. Noble patrician, don't not forget. They stole a boat and fled to the Isle of Sal. They now live in luxury, serving as an economic advisor to the Archduke. Most Piss Boys were royal, that's true. You remained loyal, I'm sorry. This will give Salish merchants an edge. Your Majesty, don't not forget, knows all of our secrets, our best routes, our economic strategy, not to mention the ships that make up our fleet. I'll let you guys decide on this one. Usual suspects will it be? Who's that Count Traitor? Peacefully petition the Archduke to extradite, don't not forget. Soon receive reply, it's authentically issued by Archduke's personal seal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happens in this situation? Quick reload. I think I have to quit out and reload. It saves very frequently. Oh my god, do we have to fucking rejoin? Everyone rejoin! Get back in! It will remember where you were. I believe it remembers where you were. Did it work for you all? Are you all in the right place? I believe it's set up to do so. Okay. Just a reminder, everyone, if you're tabbed out, we had to restart, so you'll have to type rejoin, exclamation mark join again. Okay. Alright. I think we can go. I think we can go. The exile patrician. We might need to run that vote again. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, we need to run that vote again, annoyingly. Hello, Lottie. How are you doing? I hope that you are well. Hope you've been having a good day. You're back at work now, eh, Lottie? You're finished your leave. Do. Alright. Hopefully this works. Back at work. Been a nice short week. Only one day left. Hell yeah. Dude, what the fuck, man? Is the Archduke's personal seal a bugged quest? It must be bugged. How annoying. Okay, chat. Annoyingly, I'm very sorry you have to type join one more time. There we go. It's up. Sorry, gang. Do 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 do. Oh, welcome to this hell of a game, Lottie. This has been going on for like fucking 4 hours. I thought this would like take like a fucking hour, but it's taken so fucking long. 29, 31, 30. We're missing a few counts. Any counts? Counters? My counts. You need to rejoin one last time. Okay. Everyone's on 31. Okay, chat. This quest is bugged. Do not vote for the fucking stupid guy, even if you agree with it. Because it is bugged, okay? A seems to be bugged. So you should vote C if you don't want me to lose money. Can I veto it? I guess I could. Hello, Jenk. How are you? Jenk, look, I've been drinking out of the prancing pony thing you got me for Christmas. Thank you. Thank you, Jenk. It goes with my fit. It goes with my fit. My peasant fit. Okay. I don't want to veto this because I trust you as a chat to not do that. I trust you as a chat to not vote A. By the way, anyone votes A, I ban them. Just so you know. And Carl's. It was a mistake. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Alright. You're all good. You're all good. It's okay. It's all good. Let the banter lie. So our noble tradition, don't not forget, lives out of the rest of their life as a pampered aristocrat in the Isle of Sar, dwelling in a luxurious beachside villa. Thank fuck. Okay. Don't ban me, I'm a good pisser. Okay, I think that's the end of the season, right? Okay, dude. I guess you get to live. Okay, no matter fucking what, I need all of you piss boys, do not fund that cathedral. I am the mother of this kingdom. You cannot let C go through. You all have money. You all have money. You cannot let C get funded. You cannot let C get funded. Look how poor they are. They're poor. Look how much money you guys have. Okay? You guys are minted. Counts, you must stop this. Patricians, don't let this through. I don't care what else you build. I would prefer the library I would love a library. I would love a monument. Kish, thank you so much for giving a sub to Don't Not Forget. Go.
Badaksh gifted at your own sub to don't forget.
They're gonna rush this. Don't let them have that. Don't let them have that. If they have that, they win the game and your teams lose. Okay? Look, they're winning. They're winning. They're going to win. You have to stop it. Fund the prison. Everyone fund F. Fund F and fund A. Fund A, fund A, fund A. They're gonna win the game. They're gonna win the game. Fund A. Look, they only have like 2,000 gold left. Send it over. Don't let them get a last minute snipe. Did it happen? Oh. Oh. Oh, bless you, patricians. Oh, how mean I was to you. You've saved the game. Holy moly. Okay. A heretical discovery. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Someone took the name's name in vain again. Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. Their adherents of the cult of the undivided. They believe the ninth god did not destroy the eighth deposed gods, but in fact all of them joined together in unholy union. Pure sacrilege. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would be destroyed. The cult would have destroyed the cult before it had a chance to spread. I think that this isn't worth our time and we shouldn't worry about it, guys. I don't know about you, but I think that we shouldn't let that happen. Heresy is a disease, your highness. If you do not cure it quickly, its spread will become uncontrollable. You will regret your hesitancy. Oh shit, that's only done that in the east though. Fuck. When nothing to random in the cults individual thrive in the faithless region of the east, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Fuck, I kinda hope that would have like a realm-wide effect. Shit. Well, let the Goths have a little party. Should have voted. I probably should have voted, you're right. The printing press. Your Holiness, a blacksmith from the south has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Instead of relying on painstaking efforts of our scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text in an hour. How remarkable. Your Majesty, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Chat, Peepers fucking peeled for faith. I don't see any faith in here. Okay. I implore you to vote C, please. I implore you to vote C. C would be lovely. If you want Mama Ravs to be the mother of the land, vote C. How the piss boys abandoned me. How the piss boys abandoned me. I know I can count on my counts. I abandon your victory. I'm trying to win for us all. You're trying to win for your selfish selves, piss boys. You're going to regret this one day, your majesty. Ignorance is the only thing keeping the common folk in line. Nonsense. You're just jealous. In the end, both are right. The East develops a thriving publishing industry, but as more and more books are printed, radical ideas start to spread. Maybe peasants deserve rights. Should we even have a king at all? Based. Actually kind of based. A nice soak. Blood and stars, what in the ninth's name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Stay away from me if you please. Aurelius calling the piss boy smelly. Hello, Rel. Why don't you do... Wait. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the south is bathing these days, all thanks to our aqueduct's pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. Hell yeah, Rel. You're getting rid of the natural stink that wards off disease. You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, your majesty. In fact, the council should be establishing public bathhouses in cities all over the thingy. Blood and stars, really? Doesn't warm water pucker the skin? I see nothing about faith. The counts are never going to vote on C. Chat, I'd like to have a bath. Can we all unify that I have a bath? I think we should do it. I think we should all have a bath. Bath time. Bath time. Bath time. B time bath. We're going for a bath. Bath time. Bath time. Bath time. Bath time. Bath time. We're going for a bath. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Dude, the counts is where it's at. The counts are where it's at, man. Piss boys, I'm really mad at the piss boys. Piss boys, you have really fucked me. They've abandoned me. The counts remain forever loyal. That would have won you the game, Zephyria. I'm trying to win a people's victories. The counts grumble about getting soft and smelling like a grandee, but they'll say anything. Across the lands, everyone is smelling it, much sweeter, and the grandees are all the richer for it. Sitting on a beach outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. To what do I owe the pleasure, Madam Treasurer? Says for my fantastic booty. Give it a rest, you know why I'm here. Let's hurry this up, shall we? Where do I sign? Here and here and here. There you go. You've got what you wanted. The booty just privatised the NHS. Goodbye, Madam Treasurer. Doth thine eyes deceive me? Was that the royal treasurer you were speaking with? Indeed, my friend, good news. With the king's gold running out, the treasurer was willing to sell off the kingdom's roads and bridges. Oh no, did you get put in the patricians, Lottie? They just rebelled. They just rebelled and now they've privatised the NHS. And they put bridge tolls on. Soon this kingdom will be ours, but what will we do when we own everything? You guys want to turn me into fucking Ronald McDonald? He is what Ravs wants to. Oh my god. Need to make sure the king is in a nice comfortable rut. They need to get stability to 10. Just getting my money back. Just getting my money back. All of you. I'm taking money. Counts. I remember that you voted with me. Okay? I know. I know my counts are good and loyal. I love the counts. This is how you're rewarded, counts. This is the king's love. The counts want this. Ambition beloved. Give my speech. Oh, baby. The peasants that are waiting outside your balcony. As you launch into your speech, the peasants hang on your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants cheering so loud as you're nearly knocked over. Well done, your majesty. That went brilliantly. Everyone loves me. Not quite everyone, your majesty. Up until now, your speeches were confined to the capital. Now it's the time to take the show on the road. Over the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering that same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you go, you're greeted with cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the south even want to throw you a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. For a surprise party, why are you telling me? Found anything as chancellor, surprises should be avoided. This is a sign that you're the true king of the people. Your majesty, this has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about the ordinary folk, the salt of the earth. So when is this banquet? I trust we'll hear from the south soon. Await your invitation. After a few weeks, the chancellor sidles into your office looking very pleased with themselves. Your majesty, the townsfolk of the south are ready for you to visit. I'll wear my best crown. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife Sylvia steps up into the carriage and settles beside you, giving you a kiss on the cheek. I hope this invitation doesn't turn into an ambush. That would be just our luck. This is very nice, don't you think? Very nice indeed. So glad you agree, your majesty. Little peasant Ravs 2 makes the chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. You finally arrive in the southern capital. Everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out of the windows cheering your procession. Grandee Mr. Palpato stalks up to you and bows, his smile very rigid. Salutations, your holiness. How good to see you. Surprise? Oh, for me? Southern peasants have decided they support the crown so much that they've put on a party in your honor. Goodness, I'm overcome. Verily, that's quite understandable. It was a surprise for all of us. Voices of praise follows you as you travel the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals on your path. Grandee Mr. Palpato's face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up. Even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with southern townsfolk, but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. In one corner, eastern peasants clap politely, looking dignified. The chancellor looks stunned. No idea everyone had got together for this. They love me! They really love me! Of course they do, you're the king. The people roar in approval. You spend a week in the south, feasting and drinking and breaking bread with the commoners. You can't be on holiday forever. Eventually, you return to the capital where the council's in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the 9th, we must have coin from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating that the coast is entitled to funds from coastal sporting activities. No, we need the gold for our businesses. The peasants aren't working hard enough and we're losing momentum. You think back to the gathered peasants, tradespeople and merchants all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Time for a change. I'm bringing the peasants into the council. That's right. We're now a publicly traded company. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Bringing peasants to the council? You lock eyes with him and can tell he's thinking back at the banquet in his town. Yes, your highness, of course. Even over a single day, it becomes clear the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from ordinary people across the kingdom that the nobles have realised just how outnumbered they really are. Merchants and peasants rub shoulders with aristocrats in council sessions, bringing fresh perspective and the concerns of ordinary people to the throne for the first time. Let's go, dude. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Oh, shit! Oh, my fucking God! Oh! Oh, that's so close. Holy fuck. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. I fucking won, dude. Let's fucking go. Power to the people. Yes. Chat, you really gave me a fucking run for my money, though. Holy shit. You guys were so close to winning many times. Such a good game. It's such a fun one, eh? Patrician's attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure. Bankruptcies were failed. Marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favourable. Perhaps next time. Stephen getting burned. Oh no. Shortly after King Peasant Rav's reigns ended, the Inquisition raided Count Stephen Rocket's castle and placed him under arrest for evil magic. As he burned, he screamed the secret name of the seventh god. The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Maro in his rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. King Peasant Ravs rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting, and popular reform, which were promptly undone after his passing, but the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. King Peasant Ravs the Good. We did it, chat. That took so fucking long. That took fucking 4 hours, man. Holy shit, what the fuck? It's nearly 9 o'clock, dude. The fuck? Again. I was planning on playing some Kingdom Come. Like, we could run it back if people really wanted to, but I don't know if people are that hot to go again. Again? I'll pull it. I'll pull it. / pull me. Again. Yes. No, in fact, maybe not today. You might be right. I'm tired,